As you're here, perhaps already remembering that feeling, when the world quiets for a moment, it becomes easier to notice what's been whispering underneath the noise. Some call it intuition, some call it guidance. Some say it's just the nervous system integrating patterns faster than language can catch. Whatever name you prefer, you've already felt it. The tingle before a right choice, the calm after a truth, that internal click of yes, that's it. Now imagine each of those clicks is a tiny transmitter in a vast river of frequencies. When you slow the current, even for a breath, you start to hear the music in the water. And as you listen, you may find the listening itself teaches you how to tune. Stillness reveals structure, like a pond that only mirrors the moon when it stops rippling. The act of quietening down doesn't make you passive, it makes you precise. Every question reshapes reality. The way you frame a question determines the station you receive. Ask, what's wrong with me? And the field echoes problems. Ask, what wants to be learned here? You invite solutions. Action is amplification. Insights, unacted, become static. Each time you follow a subtle nudge and test it in the world, you reinforce the channel's clarity. The big picture. Zoom out for a moment. Picture humanity as a vast orchestra learning to tune to itself. Each mind is an instrument, each heart a resonator. When one person finds coherence, breathing evenly, acting honestly, that waveform spreads. Tiny, yes, but measurable. A coherent field reduces collective noise. One nervous system at peace, it can calm an entire room. A room can influence a community a culture. And this, perhaps, is the real spiritual lesson hiding in the math and the geometry of life. Coherence scales. The ramifications follow this path, and small synchronicities start to multiply. You make cleaner choices. People trust your calm. The mind clears faster after setbacks. You find you need fewer explanations and more experience. Intuition becomes not a gift, but a skill set, repeatable, grounded, humble. Ignore it. Life will still try to teach you, through friction, noise, delay. Lessons repeat until listened to. The universe is patient, but it's not subtle forever. Two scientists studied waves. One stared only at the data, missing the ocean right behind her. The other watched the tide and realized the pattern isn't in the water, it is the water. Both were right, but only one learned to surf. Information is nothing until it's embodied. Belief isn't about claiming truth. It's about becoming a useful instrument for it. And you might already be noticing how easy it is to imagine yourself remembering these things exactly when they're needed most. Because learning doesn't have to feel like effort. Sometimes it feels like recognition. And when you next pause before a decision, perhaps the breath comes a little slower. And in that slow breath, a small clarity appears. as though something deep inside quietly whispers, "You already know this. You've always known this." And that is how intuition works. Not thunder from above, but a familiar note played at the perfect time. Science explains how the tuning happens. Neurons are synchronizing, heart rate variability aligning with breath, gamma waves bridging hemispheres. Spirituality explains why. Coherence allows connection, and connection allows compassion. You stand in the overlap, a human instrument learning to harmonize signal and silence. So even without any special trance, without any installation, you can let these ideas settle naturally, the way a seed settles into soil after the rain. No need to force. Curiosity waters it. Practice warms it. And every small act of listening, every pause before reaction, is sunlight. Because when you listen that way, you're not escaping life. You're finally participating in it, consciously, coherently, compassionately.